Hi, and we are here in the annex with Scotty. I keep calling her Scooty because it's a silly name and she's a silly cat. Oh, you snatched that thing right out of my hand. This morning she really wants attention and she really wants to play. She can't even decide which one she wants more. So I just threw that little mouse. Oh, she's got it. She's going to bring it back. Most of the way back. Oh, she's going to put it in her collection. Wow, she's got a whole bunch of them right there. I see. She's a very organized cat. Put all the little white mice together. Okay. Good job next to the banana. Some of your other favorite toys, huh? Yeah, you said it. Well, you're going to have to bring it back if you want me to throw it again. Scooty? So you can see Scotty's feeling just fine this morning, and she's been doing a good job of nursing her kittens and taking good care of them. I just weighed them on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. I thought I'd get that out of the way. I know it's fun when we do it together, but I wanted to know how they were doing. And the answer is they're all doing okay. Only Pug is the one I would ask do a little better if he could, but he's doing all right enough for now. So let's take a look at him, though. There's no reason I can't pull them all out again for a second look during the close-up, especially with Scotty out here. Then they're clearly not going to be disrupted from nursing by me, since they're currently not. Hi, Scooty. Hi. She just wants so much love. I might have to try to kick the occupant of my office out and bring her over there for a few minutes a little bit later. We'll get to that. So here are her kittens. There are 6 of them, 3 brown, 3 black. And yeah, they really are as brown as they look. Actually, a little browner from what I'm seeing here on my screen anyway. Just a real rich brown color, and they've stayed that way so far. We'll see. But we've got all kinds of eyes opening today. So let's take them out and do a little eye review together. What do you think? We'll just go in whatever order. I'm going to start, though, with Pug, who is, not that one. He's this one. There we go. So, Pug, you can see his eyes are starting to open a little. There we go. And he's very cute, and he's very tiny. And we're going to just have a look at him here against this little white background with all this light. There we go. There's our little Puggy. Hi, Puggy. So that's Tiny Pug. He is, let's see, they were born a week ago Sunday. So they're about a week and a half now, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So that's just right on time for their eyes opening, which does happen around 10 days on average. And, that's averages are averages, so some sooner and some later, and that's okay too. So that's our little brown Pug. And we'll just keep him here for 1 second while we bring in the next so you can compare what the brown and the black look like over here. And I don't know who we're getting. We're just getting someone at random to look at. So here we go. So that's the difference between the brown color and the black color. It's really striking, isn't it? I mean, he's very brown. There's no question about that. And it's just a question of whether it's going to stay, because that is an exceedingly rare color for a cat to have. Not so rare in dogs, of course. So it's funny that DJ has named this group after dogs. It's just, I don't think she even knew that was coming. All right, so that was Pug. And this is, let's see if we can tell. So this is, very loud, so it's probably B. Yes, and it is. So B is the Tuxie Girl. I keep putting this ping pong ball here, not because I'm trying to brand the stream. I'm doing it because it's a good size comparison. It's a regular size ping pong ball. B here is the girl Tuxie. She does talk a lot. She likes to yell about everything all the time. And as you can see, she's starting to show some real eyes too. And the way you can tell her from Jack, her brother, who's also a black Tuxie, is B has, just think of her as having a little more black. And you can tell, especially with her chin is black, where Jack's chin is all white, B's chin is black. And then, of course, her tie that she's wearing there, very formal. And also, you can tell by her personality because she's the one that's yelling. Isn't that right? Yes. What do you think? You want to say hi to your kid? Oh, okay. Say hi. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. It's not so bad, Bee. It's not so bad. Oh, look at that tail sticking up. All right, so who haven't we seen yet? Well, we'll just take whoever's closest and next. So this is Pomeranian. Pomeranian is black, and the smallest of the black kittens, or all right, well, that's Pom. I guess I don't even know really what to say about her. She does have a little white spot on her neck, which is very hard to see, but it's there. May become more obvious as she gets older, or may just be buried under floof, who knows. Okay, that's little tiny Pomeranian. All right, Pom, sit back in there. It's fine. This is probably B again. Yes, that's B again. Hi, yes. Hi, B. Look at that tummy. Look at that. I know. Well, you're going to complain. But the more you complain, the more I want to bother you, because you need to learn that it's okay to be touched and picked up by people. And it's a very important lesson. I don't know if I told you guys this. B has already taught me something new about kittens, believe it or not. Hang on. While we're talking, we're going to get out the next kid, who is Bassett. Nope, St. Bernard, I mean. St. Bernard, the big brown kitten. And he is quite large. That's St. Bernard. So the thing that B taught me that is new about kittens is, I came in here the other night wearing lotion fresh out of the shower, and it's like an aloe scent that I don't normally have on. And all the kittens reacted very strongly to me coming in here with a funny smell. Most of them hissing like little kittens do, like we've known for a long time that little kittens hiss. They can hiss right from the minute they're born if they sense stranger danger. So they were all hissing at me, but B is the one, of course, because she's so vocal, who took it to the next level and actually did that yowling, angry yowling noise that some cats do. Like if you've ever heard Custard fight with Loganberry, you've heard this sound it's like a keening sound almost. Yeah, she started doing that to me, and I did not know at that age, this was a few days ago, like less than a week old, I didn't know that they could vocalize that way. So that was a new one to me. And that particular vocalization from a kitten that small. She's going to be a real noisy one when she gets older. So who haven't we seen? We haven't seen Jack Russell, who I think has got to be this one. No, that's B again. Oh, for crying out loud. Keeps turning up. Oh, and that's Pom again. All right, well, now there's only one black kitten left. So he's this one here. So this is Jack Russell. I was telling you that we got two black tuxies, and so Jack's the other one. And you can tell him because he doesn't yell quite as much. He still would prefer to be in there with his mom again. But also he doesn't have a tie, and his chin is all white. Yes. Okay, buddy, yes, but you're not as loud. We know that. Oh, yeah, I don't know if people are asking about that. They all have these funny little bumps on their forehead above their eyes, like little weird funny eyebrows, right? Oh, can you see them? There you go. Shows up pretty well on him. And that's normal. That's where their little eye whiskers grow out. In fact, on him, you can see the eye whiskers growing out, can't you? Look at that. Hang on. Let me get him against a dark background and be very clear for you. Hang on, because he's got little white eye whiskers. There we go. Okay, I know, buddy. I know. Just play along for 1 second. There you go. Look at that eyebrow whiskers growing right out of that thing. That's where they come from. And you might notice the similarity with where his little nose whiskers are coming from, if you'll give us a chance to see. Has a similar texture to it, I think. You just don't look at it the same way. Maybe not. The ones on above his eyes are a little more visible, but yeah, that's all it is. Hi, okay, thanks for being our illustration. I'm sorry, bud. Hey, you're gonna get a big kiss now. Oh, big kisses. Okay. Jack and I are usually buddies, but right now he does not want to be my friend, so that's okay. Let's see, did we get everybody? We've got everybody except Bassett now, right? So Bassett is this one, and Bassett is the tuxie with the brown color. So brown tuxie, the one brown tuxie that we've got. He's got a little mess on his belly, but that's all right. I just cleaned them all up before we did the close-up, but apparently messes are just happening all the time. So this is Bassett, And yeah, as described, he is a brown tuxie. He's very small. He's one of the ones that needed some supplemental feedings to start with, but now he's very clearly pushed himself into second to last place. And that leaves little Pug as the one that needs the gains the most. But they're all doing well enough. So, yeah, I don't know. I see Jay Donaldson's response. I didn't see the original thing, but that's true. Yeah, I know there's always folks who are like, oh my gosh, they're yelling. They just hate everything. Please put them down. It's so stressful. It's stressful for the kittens and it's stressful for me. And I understand that. I do understand why you would feel stressed to watch this little kitten yelling while I'm handling it. Of course you do. But it is, first off, important that we do anyway, that we do bother them. And the more I think that they complain, the more we can kind of tend to bother them, because we want them to get used to that early and often being handled by humans. And it's part of what makes them grow up so well adjusted. And then also, it's just a fact, little kittens are going to yell a lot. They just do, for all kinds of things. They yell if they're just like 2 inches from their mom and would rather be 1 inch from their mom. They'll yell about that. So the yelling is definitely to be expected, and bothering kittens is very important for their development. In fact, you'll notice, I think, when we get to the kittens downstairs, and we should get moving, by the way. So now that we've seen all 6 kittens, I think, up close. I think you'll notice when we see the kittens downstairs, they came to us, the kittens downstairs came to us when they were already 5 weeks old, which is a little unusual for us here, very normal for kitten fostering in general. That's basically how it goes. But for us, we usually get the pregnant moms, so bringing in the 5-week-old kittens is kind of, not entirely new, but a fresh experience. And it's a reminder of how important it is that we do all that bothering of the kittens right up front. This is Eddie looking at us, but we are not going to go down there yet. I am going to do a hand sanitizer, though, just for fun, because I probably have kitten poop all over me. So the kittens, the 5 weeks old downstairs that I'm going to take you to in just a minute, you're going to see a big difference, though, because they came to us already 5 weeks old without having been bothered all the time. And they're a lot shyer than the kittens that we normally have here at the Academy. Now, they're also awesome and fun and playful, and they love people. River here, this is River. This River here is their mom, by the way. We're talking about, this is the mom of the kittens we're talking about. They're all a little shyer than what we're used to, but they do love people. We had some good snuggle sessions last night, and I'll talk to you about their personalities when we get down there. But that's why we do so much bothering, is so that they grow up and they're not quite as shy about people, like River here. And you can see how she's acting a little shy, but she does love to be petted, and she purrs. And I think now that she's been away from her kids for, what's it been, probably over 48 hours at this point, she's really enjoying it. I get more purrs and more attention from her than ever. And we keep moving her around. This is my office right now that she's in. But like I was saying earlier, I might move her back over to the second annex for a little while. I might even risk putting her in with her kittens again, which is fine. It is technically fine if she goes in with her kittens. I'm only concerned that they are going to nurse and kind of mess with her sutures when they do nurse. Would you please look at us? You have a beautiful face. There you go, sweetie. So I don't want her kittens to nurse in the sutures, and because her sutures are a little bit weepy, I'd prefer to keep her aired out rather than put a suit on her. So you put those two things together, and it feels like, especially with the fact I feel like she's happier about it, she might be better off staying away from her kittens just a little bit longer. So yeah, she is beautiful. She's got this great coat too, and I don't know what you call this kind of coat, but it's so floofy and thick and wonderful. And she does need to eat a lot more because she's very skinny. But as you can see, she's doing just fine after her surgery, and the only reason that we're keeping her apart from the kittens is that we don't want them nursing, and I don't really want to put a suit on her. Though I might get over one or more of those things soon and end up bringing her out there. So there's Eddie again. Hi. We're drying off the rugs out, so I'll tell you, I guess since the rugs are here, it gives me an opportunity to explain what's going on there. And also, let's slide down here real quick and see if we can see who we're about to talk about. So I've got some news. Actually, I don't think anybody knows yet, which we'll come to in just a second. First, let me tell you the reason that the rugs are out there is that I accidentally let Maggie and Bumble get into an incident yesterday, and I really should have known better. It was bad judgment on my part. So Maggie came and was, we know that if Maggie sees Bumble, she starts trouble and Bumble doesn't like it, and Bumble tries to get away and can't, and then there's a big fight and a lot of noise and it's awful, and I really knew. Anyway, I made a mistake, but I also paid the price for it, which is that Maggie caught Bumble in here under and near the bed, and Bumble decided that a good way to defend herself from Maggie would be to basically let loose with her anal glands. I don't know if you're familiar with this part of a cat's anatomy, but it's basically the part that makes their poop smell the way it does. And it's just like a skunk. They can choose to spray it out, which is a rare thing that they do when they're like a very submissive cat that wants to get away from something. That's the kind of thing that Eddie might do, I think, if you've got him in a fight. It's like a shy cat thing to do. Anyway, as you can probably guess, kind of like a skunk, it is the worst smell in the universe. It doesn't smell like a skunk, but it is bad. It smells like poop. And it went everywhere. I had to take all the rugs out and wash them, and the floor had to be washed, and it probably is going to need a second washing. And it was all my fault. And so, one way or another, I definitely paid for that mistake, and so did you, poor thing, and it wasn't even your mistake. But she's fine. She did fine. I think, I didn't look. Splotch is usually right here in her pod. Nope, she's not. She must be downstairs with the kitten. She likes to do that too, so let's head on down. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, I was going to tell you the big news, of course, which is related to the fact that Bumble needs an adopter. But I still haven't made that blog post, which I swear I'm making just really soon now, and any day now, to help get Bumble adopted. Let's go around the long way just to see in case we run into Splotch. Okay, here's Ari. Hi, Ari. Yeah, you said it. And hi, Logan. What do you got there? Oh, one of those. Okay. I still haven't seen Splotch. I'm a little surprised. I thought I would have encountered her by now, but she must be over here playing with kittens. Oh, there she is. All right, good. Indeed, over here playing with kittens. So, this is, first off, I want to tell people, you guys have seen me messing with Splotch during these close-ups like I am right now, and you've seen she gets very squirmy and tries to get out of my hands almost every time, which is in direct contradiction to everything I was just telling you about handling kittens and how they react to it. And I wanted to just address that straight out. I want to tell you, yes, that is a thing. She's very squirmy when I try to touch her, and she wants to kind of run away and go do other things. But that's because she's one of those cats that is like very much, she does what she wants to do all the time. And most of the time you're seeing her when what she wants to do is play. She'd rather be playing. But when she's in like sleep snuggle mode, she seeks me out and cuddles up and purrs and likes to be petted. And it's just the sweetest thing. The trick is that she's the one that picks every time when that is. So that's why you might not get that impression from seeing the way that she acts here. But she does. That seems a little bit like she's a whole like weight class and speed class ahead of these kittens. And you can see how much she wants to have a kitten to play with, but she's really outclassing these kittens, and they don't quite know how to deal with it. She does play with Bumble, though, surprisingly, and that brings me to the thing that I have to tell you that I don't think anybody knows yet, which is that Splotch also is going to need an adopter. Now, the people at Dawes told me they might already have some on the backup for her. Like, they always have, when the adoptions happen, I don't know the whole story. I always keep it kind of vague to me. I never really want to know the whole process or details. So if it sounds like I don't know exactly what happens, I don't, okay? But my impression is that she, okay, that was just rude. That was just uncalled for. Come here, buddy. Come here. Hi, this is Yurt. My impression is that when she gets all the applications and goes through them, there's a certain process of sort of trying to shuffle, like who wants which kittens, and then how do you give priority to the people that want more than one kitten, and the whole thing. And at the end of it, there's always people who've applied for kittens that deserve kittens, but were like the second choice, or maybe even the third choice, and so they didn't get the kitten they applied for, and it's sad. But in cases like this, when the adoptions fall through at the last minute, then normally the people at Dawes have someone to fall back on themselves and say, all right, now you are the approved adopter for Splotch. And so that might be exactly what they're going to do, is just call whoever's next on the list and be like, hey, still in the market for a Splotch? Because we got one. So that could be what happens. I don't know. I will know by the time I put the blog post up, though, because I'll either be saying, hey, we need applicants for Splotch, or I'll be announcing that she has one and is going to be picked up at a certain time. So we'll find out. So what I was trying to suggest, though, Joanne, is it's certainly not necessary. And I'll tell you straight up, first off, this was another thing I was thinking about when I was talking about this. Well, I hope this doesn't go into a super long close-up. But you say Splotch and Bumble together would be a great combination. That is exactly what I was trying to suggest, is that it wouldn't be wrong to adopt them together, because they know each other and they like each other and they even play together a little bit. And I think for Bumble, at least, that's kind of rare. Or at least takes some effort and time on her part. Now, on the flip side, though, and the thing that I was thinking about that is you have to consider the fact that Splotch and Bumble really did just meet each other. Like, they're brand new friends. So if you had to break them up, and then if they have to make new friends, they're going to do fine. When they live to be 20 years old, this is not going to be the part of their life that they think about. It's going to be, whoever's been with them through the majority of that. So if they don't go together, I don't think anybody should worry about that one way or the other. And the bottom line is, I don't think they're that great of friends. It's not like the friendships that you sometimes see, even between classes. Sometimes you see friendships where they're just like brother and sister. And Bumble and Splotch are not that. But they do get along, and they play, and that's nice. Hi, what are you looking for up there? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we have had this happen. Oh, and that's another thing I wanted to say, and let me just get that right out there in front, is everybody on the Discord knows who was going to adopt Splotch. And I just want to say right up front, I think that what they have done is made a responsible and appropriate decision that I know they have to be very sad about it not working out, just as sad as any of us are. Sadder, in fact, much sadder than any of us are, because, they had that expectation of that joy in their life, and it's just going to have to be postponed, and it wasn't an easy thing to do. And they did it anyway, and they did it for the sake of Splotch, with Splotch's best interest in mind, which is exactly what you want from the very best adopters. And they are, of course, welcome to, at least as far as I'm concerned, welcome to apply and adopt a kitten at any point in the future when circumstances change. So I just want to make that real clear, that my opinion of the situation is that it is the best situation possible for everybody involved, including Splotch and the adopter and us, and certainly for whoever that backup adopter turns out to be, which I think is what Jay Donaldson was just saying. This has happened before for lots of kittens, and it really feels like in the end they always just ends up being for the best every time. They always, of course, end up with someone who really cares for them a lot and is glad to find out at the last minute that I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I did not know you were right under my foot. Yurty, come here, Hurdy Yurty. Oh, now I can't catch him. Come here, Hurdy Yurty. come here. He's like, don't, you're just going to step on me again. We're not even that close of friends. No, we are. Come here, Herdy. Let's make sure you're okay. Oh, I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Where'd we get you, pal? Let's check you out. Make sure you're still running and moving okay, all right? I probably just stepped on his tail or his paw a little bit, which happens. He's already forgiven me. Just want to make sure I get him to forgive me right away. There we go. You got some stuff in your fur too, man. You got to learn to clean yourself up better because you're just going to collect everything like a big old dust mob. So yeah, anyway, I think that was the end of what I was saying, is that, yep, Splotch and Bumble now are both in need of adopters. Well, I shouldn't say it that way because I don't know that they are. But they're both without currently approved adopters. There we go. That's the way to say it. And Dawes may have some on backup, and we'll find out. These kids don't have any adopters yet, and they went for their first vet visit yesterday, and they all did great at the vet. I'm sure the vet loved seeing them. They were all kind of sore and angry last night, though, from their first vaccine. Any of you that have gotten a vaccine know that sometimes you get kind of sore where it was injected for a while, and these kids were definitely feeling that yesterday. But now, yes, Shay K, you are exactly right. We have a rule of not wearing our shoes around kittens, and here I am breaking the rule and paying the price. There's another chance, another time here where I'm doing something I know better than to do. It doesn't make any sense. All right. So let's make sure that we've seen all these kids. This is Villa, of course. Villa, the girl with the red collar. And yes, we put collars on these kittens so that you could identify them, but you can't ever see them under all this floof. But I check them every day to make sure they're the right size. If we made them big enough to see, they would be getting caught on stuff and coming off just constantly. So that's the best we can do there. So that's Villa. There we go. Oh, I should mention, about the shoes. So this is not an excuse, but I see, I don't want anybody to send me slippers or anything in the mail because I have lots of slippers and I don't wear them because I'm just falling apart the last few years. These shoes are especially good for some of my feet, I guess, is what I'm saying. That's why I don't wear the slippers, and I do wear the shoes, but that's no excuse to wear it around the kittens, and I need to not do that. It's really just a bad move for me. Yurt doesn't seem to mind, though. So Yurt, of the group, I think you guys know, I said this on the regular live stream yesterday. I don't know if anybody was really paying attention then, but DJ and I were talking about it, and these kids definitely have a ranking as far as most sociable to least. Where Yurt is definitely the most sociable. Then in second place, we put Villa, who is right here. And DJ was noting how often they just show up in this order, if you're just hanging out. So then Villa would be in second. And then third place is Chalet, who probably right here, just based on the fact that she's third. Yep, there you go, Chalet with the purple collar. Mm-hmm. And then DJ and I had a slight disagreement about how the final two kittens fit in the ranking, but I can tell you that I'll put it my way, which is that in fourth place is Lodge, and then we also, where are those two, by the way? That's not using the wheel. You just ran up the wheel and then rode it down like a ride. Okay, well, anyway, let's see. We're going to find Lodge and Bungalow. There's Bungalow. Oh, and Lodge. There you both are. See? All right, this thing really works. Anyway, in my ranking system, I say Lodge is number 4 and Bungalow is the wild card. And, may fit in kind of anywhere. I think in DJ's system, she said that it was Lodge in 4 and then Bungalow in 5. But in a lot of times, Bungalow's the only one of this whole group. Oh, and has actually like sat down and fallen asleep in my lap of his own free will, where none of the others have done that. And that's a pretty social thing to do, if you ask me. And we're also working on the rest of them. By the way, we had a real good time last night where I had like Chalet sleeping on me for a long time. So we'll get them all together that way. But anyway, this is Lodge, and I don't think there's any argument that he comes in as one of the shyer kittens, but also one of the more playful, I think. And definitely, I think he's going to come around and be a real good companion for somebody, who spends enough time with him. Sorry, I have baby food all over my jeans. I know you can see that. I apologize. That's from feeding kittens. So anyway, that's our Lodge. He's a very strong hunter. And then Bungalow's headed that direction. But let's go see Bungalow 2. And I think we've covered everybody, haven't we? You didn't get to see... is he under the camera? No. Oh, where did he go? Oh, he just vanished on me. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Okay. Oh, for crying out loud, buddy. You know you don't have to run from me. I was just saying that you can be such a good friend of me when we're sitting down and snuggled up. Now you want to run away. Well, it's the wild card, huh? You guys are just... See, you're really doing it wrong. Cats, you're supposed to do the opposite of whatever I say about you as soon as I say it and just prove me wrong. Yet all of you are doing exactly the way I've described you. This must be another effect of not being well enough socialized yet. They don't know they're supposed to be so oppositionally defiant. Isn't that right, buddy? So that's Bungalow. And like I said, Bungalow is the only one in the group so far that has like come to my lap and sat down and been like, I'm going to take a nap right here. He's not the only one that's napped on me, but the other ones I've had to bring in to do it. So at any rate, that's our boy Bungalow. Okay, I'm going to let you run away now if that's what you want to do, all right? There you go. He's like, nah, I'll just sit here. You're cool. All right, good enough. Sorry about the baby food again. Anyway, I think that about wraps it up for the close-up. I covered a lot of information today. I hope it was worthwhile and made some amount of sense. And just to be real clear, the applications for the kittens are not currently open. So the fact that I talked about Bumble and Splotch needing adopters doesn't mean that you have any way to apply for them. Like I mentioned, Dawes might already have adopters for them. I don't know, but I'll find out. And then if they don't, I'll open the applications. I'll make sure everybody knows. Or if they do, I'll make sure everybody knows that. So that's the way we're going to go. And then I think the rest of everything just is what it is. So we'll talk to you next time. If you want to keep watching these kittens, you know how to do that. All you have to do is tune into the Kitten Academy live stream. They should be on it pretty much all the time, as much as we can. Or you can wait for the next close-up, whenever that might be, or mailbags Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock our time being the time that's on the screen on the regular stream, or I think New York time. So think of it that way. All right. Oh, yeah. Hey, just in case I don't get back to you for another close-up. Yeah, DJ is planning on staying at her place near the hospital. Like she can walk. It's the hospital's place, actually. So she's planning on staying there to miss the storm, this giant storm that's supposed to come in this weekend. So we might not see too much of her here, but she is taking proper precautions, just so you know. And of course, we'll be fine. We never go anywhere. All right. Thanks, everybody. What just happened? Did that stream stop? No, I don't think it did. It's just now we got an all new kind of glitch.